Are you worried because of the coronavirus or any other virus emergency, catastrophe, or outbreak that you've been hearing about on the news? Then stay tuned, as in this video, we're going to talk about all the emergencies and catastrophes and how to deal with them either while you're traveling or just while you're living your normal life. Hi Lovebug, I'm Vivi. Welcome to Adventure Awaits. My channel is all about guiding you to a more incredible and adventurous life that you're truly and fully in love with. So if this is something that you want to have more of in your life, consider subscribing. So you probably by now heard about the coronavirus, and the news are just going crazy. By now we're having so many misaligned information that might be true but not be true. And to be honest, I don't want to say that it is not happening or that it's not bad, but also we have about 1,000 people infected. Let's say we have 10,000 people infected, just because we don't have the actual numbers. How many people do actually live in China? It's about 1.4 billion, more or less. What's the percentage of that? That's really tiny and small. Now, you can say that the infection period is 14 days or whatever. I do get it. My point here is that oftentimes, and I know that from a fact, from my experience in Mexico City during the two big earthquakes in 2018, I believe it was, or 2017, the news tries to keep us in a scarcity mindset. The news try to prevent and show us an image that on how bad the world is, on how bad the situation actually is. But is that the actual situation? Is that what's actually going on? To be honest, when I started doing my research about the virus, I started getting scared. And I was like, oh my god, this is scary. This is too much. Like, really, this is real. Is it really, or is it what the society and the government wants us to feel? That's the thing. Whenever we're traveling or when we're just living life and we're watching the news, I always want to question if that's the actual image. Because I know from living in Mexico City when there were the two big earthquakes, it sounded like the worst thing on the planet Earth. It sounded like whole Mexico City, which by the way is the largest city in the world area-wise. It has a ton of people living in Mexico City. Yes, there were people dying. Yes, there were areas that were badly affected, but it was on certain areas and certain streets and not whole Mexico City. What did the news show? Oh my god, they over dramatized. They made it look like whole Mexico pretty much disappeared. That is how it looked like on the news. I know there's war in Syria, but is it actually that terrible in all places? Yes, I know there are people dying, but is it actually the truth that in the whole country everything is falling apart and that everyone is dying? No. Like, we always have to question what is the truth and what is not. Do we actually want to buy in what the news is portraying to us? Or is there are they kind of exaggerating so we actually buying into their image and we keep on watching the news because this is what they want, right? They actually need us to watch the news because otherwise why they would not have a job. There's more to it, but let's just keep it at this level. The problem is so many people get so scared from the news and they stop traveling, they stop living and enjoying their life. When I went to Jordan a few years ago, tourism had dramatically crashed. Why? Because everyone thought that all the Arab countries are terrible. That there's war everywhere just because there was war in Syria and Jordan is a neighboring country of Syria. And everyone thought oh my god, we cannot go to Jordan because, bad people, bad country, it's not happening, we're not going there. The tourism crashed, I think, by 70 something, almost 80%. It was terrible for the Jordan people. What could they do anything about it? Not much. They started having really good campaigns to attract some tourists afterwards. But to be honest, the news is influencing us so much. Like, it's crazy how much society is influenced by news. And I just want you to, whenever you're making a decision based on the news, think about if that's the actual truth or if they're just portraying an image and wanting you to be scared, wanting you to, you know, over exaggerating, dramatizing the situation so you're not actually living your life, that you're actually living from a fear based mindset, which is what's happening right now and pretty much most of the time. So when you're traveling and you hear something in the news, please do not always get like torn down, end of the world, freaking out, nervous, fearful, whatever kind of emotion. And you're gonna experience the same thing once you start traveling more. So make your own decisions. Obviously, don't be stupid if there's like a, let's say, an atomic attack. You don't want to go there. But if there's an earthquake and it's really not that bad, think twice. Like, don't let yourself get influenced by news and by other people too much. Use your logical brain and just be smart about life. I hope you liked this video. If you did, share it with anyone who would benefit from it. Consider subscribing to my channel if you want to learn more about living your best life. And there's also a free training on living your best life and living a life you will remember. One of my favorite trainings, actually, I think my favorite free training that I have out there. Watch it, check it out, and I hope you have a beautiful evening. And I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye.